Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back. Today I want to do a quick little tutorial on how I make my lips kind of look bigger than they actually are and how I contour them and use a bunch of different products to make them look as full as they possibly can. This is by all means not something that you have to do. If you like the way that your lips look, go ahead and line your lips and do them however you like. This is just a little technique that I have found that helps me make my lips look the way that I want them to look. So I thought maybe it could help you guys. So if that is something you are interested in seeing, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so I have nothing on my lips right now other than a little bit of residual Aquaphor that has like really been marinating on my lips. I have two lip liners, one lipstick, and a lip gloss that I'm gonna go in with. The lip liners are more high-end. The lipstick and the lip glosses are more drugstore. I'm like 99% positive you can find dupes of these two lip liners at the drugstore. I know NYX has so many amazing lip pencils. I know Milani has great lip pencils too. You can definitely find dupes for these in the color that will work for you guys. So what I'm going to start off with is this MAC lip liner pencil. This is in the shade Stripdown. I used to use this all the time and then I stopped and forgot that I had it, and now I'm starting to use it again, and it just really helps to make my lips look bigger before I go in and contour. It's a great lip liner and it lasts a really long time. So what I like to do with this lip liner, the first one that I'm going to use, is to kind of just overline a little bit. Since it is such a neutral color, it's good for overlining and it's not going to look too crazy. This is only a few shades darker than my actual lips, which is what you want to pick. And what I do when I get to my Cupid's bow is I just go across. I don't do a little divot at all, I just go straight across. And that's what we are left with for the top lip. I'm gonna go ahead and do the bottom one, doing the same exact thing. I'm not going too far. I'm following the same shape of my lips with this lip liner. I'm not going outside of the perimeter of my lips. I'm overlining just a little bit because I have another liner that I'm gonna use to do more contouring, and that's the one that's gonna make them look a little bit more fuller than they actually are. So this one, we're just focusing mainly on the perimeter of the lips and overlining just a little bit. I have naturally like asymmetrical lips, so I like to use this pencil to kind of even out my lips a little bit more. Asymmetrical lips are totally normal. No one's lips are ever like perfectly equal. We're human. Like that's just, it's not something that really is ever going to happen. So I like to use this pencil to kind of even out my lips a little bit and make them look a little bit more symmetrical. Now when it comes to the actual lipsticks, I do have liquid lipsticks that I do love and I do use pretty often, but I have found that when it comes to contouring my lips and making my lips look bigger, I prefer an actual bullet lipstick. This is the MUA Makeup Academy lipstick in the shade Bonnafide. I just prefer the formula and I like the way that it looks underneath all the other products that I'm going to put on top of it. And this is a very, very pale shade. You're going to want to pick a shade that's pretty neutral, that's really, really pale. I'm not talking super pale like it looks like you have concealer on your lips, but you want it quite a few shades lighter than your actual lips and a lot lighter than the lip liner that you already used. So I'm going to go in with this and I'm just going to fill in my lips and kind of put the lipstick over the lip liner that we just put down so that it all blends into each other. As you can see, it's a very pale shade, but we want a pale shade for what we're doing because that's what creates the contrast between the light and the dark. Sometimes I'll take a brush at this point and I'll kind of melt the lipstick into the lip liner, but it looks pretty good right now. You can always take your finger. It's a great tool to use because the heat of your finger is really going to melt the two products together. But I like the way it looks right now, so I'm going to move on. Now this is the step that you really want to pay the most attention to because this is how you're going to get the contoured, fuller lip look. This is the Makeup Forever Artist Color Pencil in the shade Endless Cacao. I have talked so much about these pencils. I love these pencils so much. They have a gigantic shade range. You can use them all over your face, and this color right here is the perfect shade for me that gives a nice, cool, contoured color on my skin, if that makes any sense. What I mean is, against my skin tone, this is not a warm color. It's a more cool toned, which is going to give us a nice contoured look. Almost the same as when you do contour on your cheeks, on your face, you want to pick a cooler shade so that it looks more like a shadow. And this shade is perfect for me. If you have a similar skin tone to me, I definitely recommend checking this color out. I'm sure that you can find dupes of it at the drugstore. This is all very personal to your skin tone and who you are. I just want to give you guys the kind of steps and techniques as to how I do it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to focus first only on my Cupid's bow right here and down right here in the center of my bottom lip. I'm going to go above where the first lip liner was drawn, and I know you're thinking I'm going to look crazy, but just trust me. Trust the process. Don't worry. Do you see how that gave just a little like flipped almost? It gave me like a little lip flip, just drawing that little bit of shadow right there. It's all about placement of the product and the shades that you use and the undertones that they are. You can really fake it until you make it. And again, I'm not drawing like an M on my Cupid's bow, I'm going right across. And I'm stopping right where my lips start to curve. So I'm not bringing it down any further, I'm leaving it right there. And then I'm also gonna hit the bottom lip. And I'm bringing it down pretty far. But do you see how even that too, it creates a fuller lip? And then what I like to do is, you can take your fingers if you want. I'm gonna take just a little teeny tiny brush and I'm gonna blend, dragging down. I don't wanna go from the bottom up, I wanna go from the top down and drag down that Endless Cacao lip liner and blend it in. And you're not gonna wanna overblend it because you do wanna keep that stark brown line, but you wanna blend the middle so that you can't see where one begins and the other ends. And that's what you're left with. I'm gonna do it to the bottom too. If you feel like you wanna go in and add some more of the shade, like if you feel like you lost it, you can go in and add more. So because of the way we layer the products, it gives a very nice contoured look. Since we kept it just to this section of the lips right here, it gives you a very pouty lip, which is something that I like. And that's the main point to take away from this tutorial. You don't wanna overdo everything. It's just about placing things in specific spots so that it's kind of an illusion. And I know you're probably thinking, okay, Caitlin, on the camera, sure, it looks great, but in person, do you look like a crazy person? I do not. It looks exactly the same in person as it does on the camera here. It just looks like a very fuller lip. It looks like a shadow. So my last step is very surprising for me because I am not someone that likes lip gloss, but I didn't realize how important the placement of lip gloss is. I used to put lip gloss all over my lips and it kind of did nothing for me. It just made me look like I had eaten like 7 glazed donuts. You do not need an expensive lip gloss for this step. I just have the NYX Butter Gloss, which is a fantastic lip gloss and it's very inexpensive. This is in the shade Creme Brulee, which is just a nice nude pink color, so it matches the lipstick that we used. Not the liners, but the lipstick. And I'm gonna place this lip gloss right here at the tops of my lips and at the bottom. Right in the center. So mimicking where we drew that second lip liner. We're not gonna put lip gloss anywhere else, just right in the center. And the shine from this also creates so much more dimension that will also give the illusion that you have a fuller lip. And literally, I never wore lip gloss, but now that I have perfected this technique, I can't stop wearing lip gloss. So I'm telling you, if I can do it, you can do it too. So this is the final look. These are the lips. I hope this helped you a little bit. I hope it gave you some pointers on how to make your lips give the illusion that they're a little bit bigger. That is not to say that you have to change the lips that you already have. This is just something that I've found that has made me love my lips even more. And I just wanted to share it with you guys because maybe it'll help you out. Let me just do my final step, of course, which is just bringing back the old birthmark. And that is all for today's tutorial, you guys. This was a very quick one. I just wanted to share with you guys the amazing little tricks that I have picked up over the last few weeks. If you have not already, make sure that you are subscribed and that you hit the little bell so that you're always notified when I put out a new video. And that is it for today's video, you guys. I hope that you all enjoyed, and I will see you guys all in my next one. Bye.